Karina baby, good morning. Today is November the 13th, 2020. I'm going to be recording videos today for the 14th, and today is Friday the 13th, which was started a long time ago as it's supposed to be an unlucky day of the year because of the Norse mythology. However, Papa's favorite number is 13, and I think that today is going to be a good day. I got you a necklace that I know Papa will approve of. It is a dark blue star, right? And it's supposed to stone of ambition. It builds energy, courage, and positive attitude. Promotes vitality. A gently uplifting stone increases drive and confidence. Is used as an energy generator. Now, what your Papa is he's a druid, right? And so Papa wears a necklace where he harnesses his energy into. So I know for a fact that he will let you wear this and there won't be any issues or problems with it. So I got you a necklace, and I got you a few other things as well. I'm bringing you a unicorn plushie with a blanket. I'm bringing you all kinds of good things. So this way we could have some fun today together, because I want to see you. I want you to be happy when you see me. So I do want to see you because I love you and I miss you, and I can't wait to hold you today. I can't wait to give you a hug. If you allow me to give you a hug. It's your body, you own it. I'm your mama, but even with me, you can say no. You can say no to anybody for anything, honey, because it's your body and you own it. I'm hoping that you allow me to give you a hug today, though. Alright, so with it being Friday and with it being the morning, let's do Barter, good morning. We sing Barter, we thank you for this life. We sing Barter each morning. This way we know it will be alright. Mama rearranged her room yesterday. I did a video for you, and then I looked around my room and I'm like, I really need to have more space. So I made a little desk area. I moved the bed sideways, and I made an entire desk area this way, and so this way I have the dressers here, the desk here. I still have my other dresser over there. And, you know, I have you surrounding me in my bedroom. So just tons of photos of you everywhere. Because Mama always took photographs of everything that we were doing. Because mamas do a lot with their babies. They always do. Here's our story for today. It is musical pigs. We have pigs on the farm here. There's 6 of them. Musical pigs. This little pig plays the piano. This little pig likes to hum. This little pig blows the tuba. This little pig bangs the drums. And that little pig went wee wee wee. I've just hit my thumb. Oh my. So that was musical pigs. And let's see what's in our book for today. Yesterday we stopped at For a Child. Today we're going to do primer lesson. Look out how you use proud words. When you let proud words go, it is not easy to call them back. They wear long boots, hard boots. They walk off proud. They can't hear you calling. Look out how you use proud words. And why is that such a good lesson? Once you say something, right? They used to be like, your word is your honor. So if you say you're going to be somewhere at a certain time, you should show up. If you promise someone something, you try and keep that promise, right? It says in the Bible that you should never make a promise that's more than a yes or a no. And for women, it's different than men. Especially in the Old Testament, when we make a promise, right? And say we get home and we're young and like you have a papa. If you told your papa your papa could be like, oh no, you're not allowed to keep that promise. And he's the only one who could break that promise for you. Now, as you're older, you get married, right? And when you get married, you make a promise. And the only person who could let you out of that promise if you don't want to keep it is your husband. So you go home and you say, I promised I would do this for a class, a play, a something, right? And if your husband says, oh no, you're not doing that, he's the only person who could let you out of that promise, that keepsake that you made with somebody else, right? And so you can't be making promises or trying to make promises to things that you can't really keep, because you have to keep your word no matter what. And because your word is kind of like, it's bound to what you say, right? And so if you promise to do something for someone, you have to do everything in your power to try and let them know that you're going to keep it, or try to keep it. It's not really a good thing to do, and honestly, I don't really want you thinking the way that I do about that. I want you to be able to be like, this is logical, practical, and functional, this doesn't make any sense. Because that's what most of my life is, but sometimes I get wrapped up into my old world thinking of, well, if I say something, I have to keep my word, because I promised to do that thing, right? Like Papa and Mama went hiking, and we got a mile in. It wasn't even a mile in. We went to the first knoll, right? And we were going on a 32-mile hike, and we had these heavy packs on, and Mama was wearing these hiking boots the first day, and your Papa kept the hiking boots on the entire time. I brought sneakers with me because I told Papa I didn't want to wear these hiking boots. I'm like, they're not broken in. I haven't worn them before. They're brand new. I don't want to wear these hiking boots on such a long hike. They're going to hurt my ankles. They're going to hurt my feet. Well, Papa was determined, because I brought shoes for him too. He was determined to wear these hiking boots that he had throughout the entire hike. And he had shin splints because your Papa's feet are flat and they don't have like a little curve to the bottom of them. And he's wearing these hiking boots without any insoles in them. And on top of that, hiking boots are just really, really hard on your feet, especially if you don't break them in first. And so he wore these hiking boots the entire time because he said that he was going to. He kept his word. And then as soon as we got onto the path, like we left on a Friday night, it was dark outside. As soon as we got onto that path, I was like, that's it. There's no turning back now. And James is like, the car's right there. We could turn back. And I'm like, or your Papa's like, the car's right there. You know, we could turn back. And I'm like, oh no, there's no turning back now. So sometimes Mama gets wrapped up into there's no turning back now, and your Papa gets wrapped up into what he, like, it's not a big deal. But what I'm trying to say is don't make promises, all right? Don't make promises that are more than a yes or a no. What it says in the Bible is right. It says in the beginning of the Bible that a woman has to keep certain promises certain ways, and is only able to get out of that promise through certain avenues, usually a father or a husband or older male within the family if she doesn't have a father, right? And then, but it says later on in the Bible, in Proverbs, it says, don't be making promises that are more than a yes or a no. Don't make promises to people, honey, because you have to keep your word. A lot of times you feel like you have to keep your word, but you have to really think about it and be like, is this logical? Is this practical? Is this functional? Does this make sense to me? I want you to think about what you're promising to people, and I want you to think about things before you say them, because you don't want to, like, Mama doesn't do that well sometimes, and I really want you to do that well. I want you to be able to be like, oh no, I'm not going to give you my word on that because I don't think I want to keep that. Like, don't make promises that you don't want to keep or you don't want to do. It's okay to tell people, no, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to go there. No, I don't want to have you with, like, it's okay to say no as well. It's okay to say no to anybody. You could even say no to me. You could say no to Papa. It's okay to say no. It's a good word. It's a 2-letter word. No. It's easy. Practice saying no to people, because sometimes because you're a little girl, you're going to grow up to be a woman. Sometimes it's just really hard as a woman to say no to anybody. But it's a good thing to know how to do. Alright, so this is the day before April. My baby, you are 5 years, 7 months, and 3 days old today, because today is November the 13th. And you are getting so incredibly big, and I honestly can't wait to see you today. Alright, so the day before April, alone, I walked in the woods, and I sat on a stone. I sat on a broad stone and sang to the birds. The tune was God's making, but I made the words. Beauty is next. Beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing, and people walking or dancing for their harvest. Beauty is heard in the night, wind singing, rain falling, or a singer chanting. Anything in earnest. Beauty is in yourself. Good deeds, happy thoughts, that repeat themselves. In your dreams, in your work, and even in your rest. The next one is Barter. Life has loveliness to sell, all beautiful and splendid things, blue waves whitening on a cliff, soaring fire that strays and sings, and children's faces looking up, holding wonder like a cup. Life has loveliness to sell, music like a curve of gold, scent of pine trees in the rain, eyes that love you, arms that hold, and for your spirit's still delight, holy thoughts that stars the night. Spend all you have for loveliness, buy it and never count the cost, for one white singing hour of peace, count many a year of strife will last. Oh, of strife will well lost. And for a breath of ecstasy, give all you have been or could be. Good company is next. Today I have grown taller from walking with the trees, the seven sister pillars who go so softly in a line, and I think my heart is whiter from its parley with a star that trembled out at nightfall and hung above the pine. The call note of a red bird from the cedars in the dusk woke his happy note within me to answer free and fine, and a suddenly angel beckoned from the column of blue smoke. Lord, who am I that they should stop these holy folk of thine? You know the funny thing about that camping trip that we went on? When we got back, Papa's feet were so hurt and I felt so bad for him. And then we went to a chiropractor that your Papa was seeing, and he showed like the legs and stuff, and he was like, oh, you shouldn't have been wearing those hiking boots, they're the worst thing for you. And Papa on the hiking trip was insisting that the hiking boots were the best thing for you and that I shouldn't be wearing my sneakers. But then he was like, oh, when a doctor said it to him the way that I said it to him, he was like, oh, and he couldn't argue with it. But oh well. Alright, but the thing is that he kept his word that he was going to be wearing those boots, so he did. Okay, so measure me sky. Measure me sky, tell me I reach by a song. Nearer the stars I have been little so long. Wait me high wind, what will your wild scales record? Prophet of pain, joy by the weight of a word. Horizon reach out, catch at my hand, stretch me taut. Rim of the world, widen my eyes by a thought. Sky be my depth, wind be my width and my height. World my heart spun, loveliness wings for my flight. The next one is hold fast your dreams. Hold fast your dreams within your heart. Keep one still, secret spot, where dreams may go and shelter so may thrive and grow. Where doubt and fear are not, oh, keep a place apart within your heart for little dreams to go. The next one is a child's thought of God. They say that God lives very high, but if you look above the plain, you cannot see our God and why. And if you dig down in a mine, you never see him in the gold, though from him all that glory shines. God is so good, he wears a fold of heaven and earth across his face, like secrets kept for love untold. But still I feel that his embrace slides down by thrills through all things made, though sight and sound of every place. As if my tender mother lied on my shut lids, her kisses Her kisses, pressure, half waking me at night instead. Who kissed you through the dark, dear gesture, dear gesture. The next one is my gift. What can I give him? Poor as I am, if I were a shepherd, I would give him a lamb. If I were a wise man, I would do my part. But what can I give him? I will give my heart. A song of greatness. When I hear the old man telling of honors, telling of great deeds of ancient days, when I hear them telling, then I think within me, I too am one of those. When I hear the people praising great ones, then I know that I too shall be esteemed. I too, when my time comes, shall be mightily. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that wraitheth his spirit, then he taketh a city. He that wraitheth his spirit, that taketh a city. A child's prayer. Make me, dear Lord, polite and kind to every one I pray, and may I ask you how you find yourself, dear Lord, today. A grace for a child. Here, a little child, I stand, heaving up my either hand, cold as paddock though they be. Here I lift them up to thee, for my venison to fall on our meat and on us all. The Lord is my shepherd. This is Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He ladeth me beside the still waters, and restored my soul. He ladeth me in the paths of righteousness, for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. The rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou partest the table before me in the pleasure of my enemies. Thou artest my hand with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Me, my family, and I is going to be next, and we'll start this tomorrow. Song for a Little House. I'm glad our house is a little house, not too tall nor too wide. I'm glad the hovering butterfly feels free to come inside. Our little house is a friendly house. It is not shy or vain. It gossips with the telling trees and makes friends with the rain. And quick leaves cast a shimmering of green against our whitest walls, and in the flecks that the curious bees are playing duty calls. We thank thee for mother's love and father's care, for brothers strong and sister fair, for love at home and here each day, for guidance lest we go astray. Father in heaven, we thank thee for this new morning with the light, for rest and shelter of the night, for health and food, for love and friends, for everything his goodness sends. Father in heaven, we thank thee. Oh, that's a good one actually too. Oh, for flowers that bloom about our feet, for tender grass, so fresh, so sweet, for songs of birds and hum of bees, for all things fair we hear and see. Father in heaven, we thank thee, for blue of stream and blue of sky, for pleasant shade of branches high, of fragrant air and cooling breeze, for beauty of the blooming trees. Father in heaven, we thank thee. That's a good one. Let's be merry. Mother, shake the cherry tree. Susan, catch a cherry. For how funny that will be. Let's be merry. 1 for brother, 1 for sister, 2 for mother more, 6 for father, hot and tired, knocking at the door. Oh, Papa's worked really hard outside the home, so he's like knocking at the door. Give 6 to Papa. What do they do? What does the bee do? Bringing honey home. What does father do? Bringing home money. What does mother do? Lay out the money. And what does baby do? Eat up the honey. So true. So true. Only one mother. Hundreds of stars in a pretty sky. Hundreds of shells on the shore together. Hundreds of birds that go singing by. Hundreds of lambs in the sunny weather. Hundreds of dewdrops in green and great the dawn. Hundreds of bees in purple clover. Hundreds of butterflies on the lawn. But only one mother the wide world over. Next one is mother. I have praised many loved ones in my song, and yet I stand before her shroud, to whom all things belong. With empty hands, perhaps the ripening future holds a time for things unsaid. Not now. Men do not celebrate in rhyme their daily bread. When mother reads aloud. When mother reads aloud, the past seems real as every day. I hear the trumps of arms vest. I see the spears and lances cast. I join the thrilling fray. Brave knights and ladies fair and proud I meet when mother reads aloud. When mother reads aloud, far lands seem very near and true. I cross the desert gleaming sands, or hunt the jungle's prowling bands, or sail the ocean blue. Far heights whose peaks the cold mist strewed, I scale when mother reads aloud. When mother reads aloud, I long for noble deeds to do, to help the right, redress the strong. It seems so easy to be strong, so simple to be true. Oh, think and fast, visions crowd my eyes when mother's reads aloud. Her words. My mother has the prettiest tricks of words and words and words. Her talk comes out so smooth and sleek as breasts of shining birds. She shapes her speech all silver fine because she loves it so, and her own eyes begin to shine to hear her stories grow. And if she goes to make a call or out to take a walk, we leave our work when she returns and run to hear her talk. We had not dreamed these things were so, of sorrow and of mirth. Her speech is 1,000 eyes, through which we see the earth. God wove a web of loveliness of clouds and stars and birds, but made not anything at all so beautiful as words. They shone around our simple earth with golden shadowings, and every common thing they touch is exquisite with wings. There's nothing poor and nothing small, but is made fair with them. They are the hands of loving faith. They are the hands of living faith, the touch of the garment's hem. They are as fair as bloom as air. They shine like any star. And I am rich who learned from her how beautiful they are. All right, baby. That's where we're going to leave off. I love you so incredibly much. You know that? I'm so looking forward to seeing you today. I can't wait. Alright, so we started at primer lesson. Let's do some songs. Let's do We Sit and Watch the Rain as it falls from the sky, and we are glad to be inside where it is warm and dry. Oh yes, I do love the rain. It keeps the earth so clean and helps the pretty flowers grow from the mountains to the streams. A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I sent a letter to my love, and on my way I lost it. I lost it, I lost it. A little boy picked it up and put it in his pocket. A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. Oh, say, oh playmate, come out and play with me, and bring your dollies 3. Climb up my apple tree, shout down my rain barrel, slide down my cellar door, and we'll be jolly friends forevermore, more. It was a sunny day, she could not go out to play. She said with tearful eyes, my dolly's got the flu. Boo hoo 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 hoo. I ain't got no rain barrel, I ain't got no cellar door, but we'll be jolly friends forevermore, more. Baby, I love you. I love you so much. Let's do Lila Tove, honey. Lila Tove, and good night to you. Lila Tove, may your dreams come true. We sing Lila Tove, may Israel protect you throughout the night until we reach the morning light. I love you, I miss you, I can't wait to see you, baby. Like Papa always used to say, Mama's Papa's sun, Papa's my moon, and you are quite literally our rainbow baby, and we love you. We just need to find a way to work together. We'll be fine. I love you so much, honey.